Greetings. Whoa, it's a little dark, eh? Need a little light. Not much, but a little. Anyways, Titbits. Titbits. Does that make any sense? Anyways, Darren, Zack. A few little stories, antidotes, if you will, from a buddy, a fan's perspective. Somebody who got to see the behind the scenes guy, see the development. Anyways, starting all over again, Darren, Zack went down to somewhere in Toronto, got hooked up with one of the baseball teams down there. Stayed around for a while, but he was going down. He used to pitch overhand too, right? Baseball pitcher, and but he was always been a good hitter. So he went down there, played some games, pitched some games, hit a lot, but he was lonely. He missed me. No, he didn't really miss me. He missed home, right? And so anyways, he came back, and that was the summer I started playing for the Braves. So they'd put me in right field, and of course when Darren came back, who gets bumped but me, the rookie, which was cool, right? I got replaced by Darren, Zack. So, anyways, he started throwing underhand to our fast pitch style, right, to his dad. Guys at the field warming up, but him and his dad, they made a little backstop at their place, and that's where it really began. And Darren started throwing and throwing. Johnny wore out a couple of gloves. Johnny, of course, is his dad. Darren would get anybody who would catch to come down there. A lot of, of course, young guy full of energy. Strong as a fucking ox, big man, lots of stamina. Probably around that time, 230, 240, and been playing hockey in the winter, mostly with the Sioux Thunderbirds at that period. So they were a junior B team in the area. We didn't have any tier 2 junior A hockey. Darren got a couple cups of coffee up with the Greyhounds. And anyways, so that's where it began. Down in downtown Garden River, sunshine capital of Canada. Some of the things, though, when he first started, of course, wilder than shit. The one lady comes over at one period, and Jimmy Juice was trying to catch him, and Jimmy just didn't have the reflexes. Jimmy was fairly old at that point too. He was probably, I'm guessing, in his 40s somewhere. And but we were trying to find a catcher for Darren and stuff, and then finally Steve Nolan, who was the goaltender for the Thunderbirds, Darren's best friend, he started catching Darren, and that's when things developed quicker. Now you got a goaltender style catcher who, of course, catching pucks and stuff is pretty honed reflexes, if you will, and then him and Darren were good pals, so it helped with pitch selection, etc. And it wasn't like, I'd like to tell you a story that I seen it from the beginning. I knew it was going to happen. Anybody tells you that is full of shit, because a lot of what happened is because of Darren's dedication, the practice hours, and stuff. And so it's not, nobody handed it to him on a platter. He is a big man, he's strong, and that's a good basis, but you got to practice. And especially hitting the elite levels, there's a lot of goddamn practicing. And so we had, you got that sort of small town, small reserve or reserve mentality that oh yeah, you're not very good if you were in the blah 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 blah. All this sort of shit. But hey, we were one of the guys. We grew up, on the ball field together, and we're sort of the next group going into the Garden River Braves, and which was our local home fastball team. Darren's dad was the first baseman on it, and also sort of we didn't have really any too formal titles. I mean, our coach was Rick Nolan by that time because he had sort of too many injuries, too many bad knees. But yeah, that's where it started. Garden River, just a host of like everybody. A lot of the athletes on the reserve played fastball, and especially in both sides of Darren's family, the Pine side and the Zack side, and pitchers, fielders, infielders, etc. So that was a big part of it right there, and that all probably started late '70s, early '80s type thing. Darren would have been probably 18, 19, sort of when he started throwing and whatnot. And at first, fastball was, I think, at that time was sort of like booming in our area. We had sort of the elite league was maybe 5 or 6 teams with, of course, 4 or 5 fairly good throwers and stuff, or even more. There's probably 10, 12 good throwers, and some of them went on to play upper or different places. Clay Elenot, Reno Petanuzzo, Ray Lato Jr., and some of the other guys. They were didn't leave town, but they were still good pitchers. They probably could have went somewhere, but family commitments, etc. And it's a different lifestyle, right? Playing in, every week, almost every weekend in a tournament, and but Darren blossomed under it. Anyways, that's a quick wrap up. I'm trying to keep these things short so we don't have to sit too long and look at my lovely face. So good day, and this is sort of the number 1 Titbits of Darren Zack's career. Miigwech, and thanks for watching.